Good evening! Welcome back to Whispers Before Sleep. Kung mahaba ang araw mo ngayon, kung marami kang iniisip, kung may mga bagay kang hindi natapos, hayaan mo muna sila. Hindi natin kailangan dalhin ang buong araw papunta sa gabi. Huminga ka muna ng dahan-dahan, hanapin ang pinaka-komportable mong pwesto. At habang nakikinig ka, hayaan nating lumipas ang gabing ito nang hindi tayo nagmamadali. Tonight, we're going to follow someone who thought she had to fix her whole life before midnight. This is bago mag-alas 12. Tahimik na ang apartment ni Mira. Patay na ang ilaw sa sala. Tahimik na rin ang hallway sa labas. Sa maliit niyang kusina, tanging ilaw mula sa refrigerator ang nagbibigay ng kaunting liwanag. Nakaupo si Mira sa harap ng mesa. Nasa harap niya ang laptop. Sa tabi nito, isang baso ng tubig at isang maliit na notebook. Binuksan niya ang notebook. Sa unang page, may nakasulat, Before Midnight. Sa ilalim nito, may listahan, Pay the bill, Reply to mom, Finish the report, Clean the room, Send the email, Plan next week, Call Sarah, Fix the budget. And at the very bottom, may isang bagay na matagal na niyang hindi kayang harapin. Figure out what I'm doing with my life. Tinitigan niya iyon ng matagal. Napabuntong hininga siya. Okay, bulong niya. Tonight, aayusin niya lahat. Wala nang bukas. Wala nang mamaya. Wala nang pag may time. Tonight, magiging okay na ang lahat. Tumingin siya sa cellphone. 11:09 p.m. May 51 minutes pa. Enough time. At least, iyon ang gusto niyang paniwalaan. Unang tinapos ni Mira ang mga maliliit na bagay. Nagbayad siya ng bill. Nag-reply sa 2 email. Nagpadala ng report. Isa-isa niyang tinanggal ang mga task sa listahan. Check. Unti-unting gumaan ang pakiramdam niya. Maybe this was all she needed. Maybe she wasn't really behind. Maybe she just needed to get organized. Pagkatapos, bumalik ang tingin niya sa notebook. 3 na lang. Clean the room, Call Sarah, and the last one, she looked away. Binuksan niya ang phone niya. May notification. Instagram. Binuksan niya. Maling desisyon. Isang kaibigan niya. May bagong trabaho. Isa pa, nasa beach. May engagement photo. May bagong apartment. May promotion. May nag-post ng Finally living the life I prayed for. Isa pang post, Everything happens at the right time. Napangiti si Mira, pero hindi umabot sa mata niya. Ilang segundo siyang nakatitig. Then she locked her phone. Good for them. Sinabi niya iyon ng mahina. Pero sa loob niya, may isang tanong na dahan-dahang lumitaw. Ako? Kailan? Tumingin siya sa orasan. 11:18 p.m. Mas mabilis na ang oras kaysa kanina. Tumayo si Mira. Okay, time to clean. Binuksan niya ang closet. May mga damit na ilang buwan na niyang hindi ginagamit. May lumang bag, mga libro, mga papel, mga bagay na sinabing aayusin niya soon. Kinuha niya ang isang kahon. Pagbukas niya, may nakita siyang lumang picture. Siya at ang 2 kaibigan niya. taken years ago. Lahat sila nakangiti. Naalala niya ang araw na iyon. Wala silang pera. Wala silang magandang trabaho. Wala silang idea kung saan sila pupunta. Pero masaya sila. Napangiti siya. Then she noticed something. Sa likod ng picture, may sulat. Her own handwriting. Someday, we'll figure everything out. Mira stared at the words, then laughed softly. Ang funny, bulong niya. Noong mas bata siya, akala niya, by this age, alam na niya ang lahat. May stable career, may savings, may sariling place, may perfect plan. Pero ngayon, parang mas marami pa siyang tanong kaysa sagot. Umupo siya sa sahig. Hawak pa rin ang picture. At sa unang pagkakataon that night, hindi niya sinubukang ayusin ang nararamdaman niya. Hinayaan lang niya. Tumunog ang phone niya. Sarah. Hindi call, message. Gising ka pa? Mira stared at the screen. Nag-type siya. Yeah, busy lang. Then deleted it. Nag-type ulit. Actually, ang dami kong iniisip. Deleted. Again. Okay lang ako. Deleted. Finally, she typed. Hindi ko alam kung okay ako. She stared at the message. Her finger hovered over send. Then, she pressed it. Seen. No reply. 1 minute. 2 minutes. Mira put the phone down. Then, it rang. Sarah was calling. Hello? Uy! Simple lang ang boses ni Sarah. Pero somehow, parang may something familiar sa boses na iyon. Busy ka? No? Okay ka lang? Mira looked at the notebook, at the unfinished list, at the clock. 11:45 p.m. Then she laughed softly. No? There was silence on the other end. Not awkward, just quiet. Then Sarah said, Good. Mira frowned. Good? Oo. At least sinabi mo. Mira smiled. Akala ko sasabihin mong magiging okay din ang lahat. Hindi. Why? Because I don't know if everything will be okay. Mira became quiet. But, Sarah continued, you don't have to solve everything tonight. Mira looked at the clock. 11:46 p.m. I was trying to. I know. Why? Because you have been doing that for years. Mira laughed softly. Maybe she had. Do you remember? Sarah asked. Yung time na wala tayong pera? Mira laughed. Which one? They both laughed. Yung college. The time we thought our lives were over because we failed one subject? Grabe, Mira smiled. Akala natin end of the world. Exactly. Sarah paused. Then after that, may iba na namang problema. Mira nodded even though Sarah couldn't see her. Yeah. And somehow, we are still here. Mira looked around her apartment. The unfinished laundry, the unopened emails, the notebook, the things she thought made her life incomplete. Sarah spoke softly. Maybe that's life. Problems don't completely disappear. They just change. Mira smiled. That's not very comforting. I know. They both laughed. Then Sarah said, But you know what is comforting? What? You don't have to finish life tonight. Mira closed her eyes. Those words felt different because she realized she had been treating life like a deadline. as if everyone else had already reached the finish line and she was running desperately behind them. But maybe there was no finish line. Maybe there was only today, then tomorrow, then another tomorrow, and perhaps that was enough. Sarah eventually said goodnight. Mira placed her phone beside the notebook. Then she looked at the list. Only one item remained. Only one item. Figure out what I'm doing with my life. She stared at it. Then she picked up her pen. For a moment, she thought about writing an answer. Instead, she drew a single line through the sentence. Not because she had figured it out, but because she realized it didn't belong on a list that had to be completed tonight. Below it, she wrote, tomorrow. Then she looked at the clock, 11:58 p.m. She smiled. There were still 2 minutes before midnight. She could have done something else. Open her laptop, check another email, scroll through another 100 slides on her phone, made another plan, worried about another tomorrow. Instead, she stood, walked to the window, opened the curtain. The city outside was quiet. Some apartment windows were still lit. Some were already dark. Some people were probably working. Some were probably crying. Some were laughing. Some were lying awake, wondering if they were doing enough. Mira smiled. For the first time that night, she realized something. She wasn't the only one. 12 a.m. Midnight arrived. Nothing magical happened. The world didn't change. There was no sudden answer, no perfect plan, no sign telling Mira what to do next. The clock simply changed. 11:59, 12 o'clock, and that was it. Mira looked at the notebook, at the crossed-out list. Then she closed it. She washed her glass, turned off the kitchen light, put her phone on silent, and walked toward her bedroom. Before getting into bed, she looked back at the apartment. It wasn't perfectly clean. There were still emails waiting. Tomorrow's work still existed. The future was still uncertain. But somehow, she felt lighter. Not because everything was fixed, but because she had finally given herself permission to stop fixing everything. She turned off the light and whispered, "Bukas na." Then she smiled, because for the first time, "bukas na" didn't sound like procrastination. It sounded like permission. Permission to rest. Permission to breathe. Permission to be unfinished. Tahimik na ang apartment. Nakahiga na si Mira, pero hindi pa rin siya tuluyang makatulog. Hindi dahil may problema, kundi dahil sanay lang siyang may iniisip. Sanay siyang may kailangang habulin. Sanay siyang may kailangang gawin. Kinuha niya ang cellphone niya. Pagtingin niya sa screen, 12:08 a.m. Wala siyang bagong notification. At sa unang pagkakataon, hindi siya na-disappoint. Dati, kapag walang notification, parang may kulang. Parang kailangan niyang may makita. May bagong message, may bagong update, may bagong dahilan para manatiling gising. Pero ngayong gabi, binaliktad niya ang cellphone, screen down. Then she closed her eyes. Tahimik. 1 minuto, 2, 3, hanggang sa may naalala siya. Noong bata pa siya, kapag hindi siya makatulog, sinasabi ng nanay niya, "Matulog ka na, bukas na natin isipin." Napangiti siya. Dati, parang simpleng salita lang iyon. Ngayon, naiintindihan na niya. Hindi pala ibig sabihin noon na walang problema. Ibig sabihin, hindi lahat ng problema kailangan mong dalhin sa kama. Huminga siya ng malalim. At sa unang pagkakataon that night, hindi na niya tinanong ang sarili kung sapat ba ang ginawa niya. Hinayaan niya lang ang sarili niyang magpahinga. Kinabukasan, nagising si Mira sa tunog ng alarm, 6:30 a.m. For a few seconds, nakahiga lang siya. Then she remembered last night, the list, the deadline, the midnight, the things she wasn't able to fix. She reached for her notebook. Binuksan niya ito. Nandoon pa rin ang listahan. May mga naka-check, may mga hindi. At sa pinakababa, nandoon pa rin ang salita, tomorrow. Napangiti siya. Hindi dahil alam na niya ang gagawin niya. Hindi rin dahil biglang naging perfect ang buhay niya. May bills pa rin. May work pa rin. May mga bagay pa rin kailangan niyang ayusin. Pero may napansin siya. Hindi na ganun kabigat ang mga iyon. Siguro, dahil kagabi, pinayagan niya sarili niyang matulog. Hindi niya kailangan manalo laban sa buhay bago siya magpahinga ngayong gabi. Hindi niya kailangang mauna sa lahat. Kailangan lang niyang bumangon at simula ng araw, one thing at a time. Naghanda si Mira ng kape. Binuksan niya ang bintana. Pumasok ang malamig na hangin. Sa labas, ordinaryong umaga lang. May taong naglalakad papunta sa trabaho. May nagmamadaling sumakay ng jeep. May nagwawalis sa harap ng bahay. May batang papasok sa school. Walang espesyal, pero somehow, maganda. Napatingin siya sa notebook. Kinuha niya ang pen. Sa ilalim ng salitang tomorrow, sumulat siya ng bago. Today. Then underneath it, 3 bagay lang. Finish what matters. Rest when needed. Be kind to myself. 3. Hindi 10. Hindi 20. Hindi buong buhay niya. 3 bagay lang. She smiled. Maybe that's how life should be sometimes. Hindi isang malaking pagbabago. Hindi isang perfect plan, kundi isang maliit na desisyon, isang maliit na simula, isang araw, at pagkatapos, another day. Habang umiinom ng kape, binuksan ni Mira ang phone niya. May mga bagong post, may bagong promotion, may engagement, may bagong business, may travel, may bagong apartment. Dati, automatic niyang ikukumpara ang sarili niya. Pero ngayon, napangiti na lang siya. Hindi dahil wala na siyang pangarap. Meron pa rin. Marami. Pero ngayon, naiintindihan na niya na hindi naman race ang buhay. May mga taong nauuna. May mga taong nahuhuli. May mga taong humihinto sandali. May mga taong nagbabago ng direction. At lahat iyon, okay lang. Hindi pare-pareho ang timeline ng bawat tao. Hindi dahil may ibang taong nakarating na. Ibig sabihin, nahuli ka na. Maybe, you are simply taking a different road. At baka, hindi mo pa nakikita kung saan ka dadalhin ito. Makalipas ang ilang linggo, bumalik si Mira sa maliit niyang notebook. Binuksan niya ang unang page. Nandoon pa rin ang lumang listahan. Before midnight. Napangiti siya. Hindi niya ito itinapon. Instead, sinulatan niya ang ilalim. Hindi ko kailangang ayusin ang buong buhay ko bago mag-12. Then she added, some things can wait. She closed the notebook. Tumayo siya. At bago niya patayin ang ilaw, tumingin siya sa orasan. 11:59 p.m. She smiled. 1 minute before midnight. The same time, weeks ago, when she thought she needed to figure everything out. Now, she simply turned off the light, humiga, and whispered, bukas na. This time, she didn't feel guilty. She felt peaceful because she finally understood tomorrow isn't a deadline. Tomorrow is another chance. Baka ikaw rin may sariling listahan. Mga bagay na gusto mong matapos. Mga pangarap na gusto mong maabot. Mga tanong na gusto mong masagot. Maybe you have been telling yourself, dapat by this age, dapat may ganito na ako. Dapat mas successful na ako. Dapat alam ko na kung saan ako pupunta. Pero, who decided that? Maybe you are doing better than you think. Maybe you just haven't stopped long enough to notice. Hindi mo kailangang ayusin ang buong buhay mo ngayong gabi. Hindi mo kailangang malaman ang buong future mo bago ka matulog. At lalong hindi mo kailangang ikumpara ang chapter mo sa chapter ng ibang tao. Your life is yours. Your timing is yours. Your journey is yours. At kung mabagal man ngayon, okay lang. Kung kailangan mong huminto sandali, okay lang. Kung kailangan mong magsimula ulit, okay lang. Ang mahalaga, hindi ka tumigil sa pag-asa na may susunod pang araw. So tonight, kung may bagay kang hindi natapos, let it wait. Kung may message kang hindi nasagot, bukas na. Kung may desisyong hindi mo alam kung paano gagawin, bukas na. Kung may pangarap kang pakiramdam mo ay napakalayo pa, bukas na natin isipin. Hindi dahil wala itong halaga, kundi dahil karapat-dapat ka ring magpahinga. Hindi mo kailangan maging productive every minute. Hindi mo kailangan palaging strong. Hindi mo kailangan patunayan sa mundo na kaya mo lahat. Minsan, ang kailangan mo lang gawin ay huminga, magpahinga, at sabihin sa sarili mo, enough na for today. Tomorrow, you can try again. Tomorrow, you can take another small step. Tomorrow, you can begin again. Pero tonight, sleep. Let your mind be quiet. Let your heart rest. At kung hindi pa rin malinaw ang buhay mo, okay lang. Hindi naman kailangan ng buhay mo ng sagot bago mag-12. Kailangan lang nito ng isang taong handang subukan ulit bukas. At ang taong iyon ay ikaw. Kung nakikinig ka ngayon at pakiramdam mo ay napag-iiwanan ka, please remember this. Hindi ka nahuhuli. Hindi ka failure. Hindi ka kulang. Hindi pa tapos ang story mo. May mga bagay na hindi pa nangyayari dahil hindi pa ito ang tamang chapter. So, don't rush your story. Let it unfold one day at a time. One small step at a time. At kapag dumating ulit ang gabi at nagsimula na namang mag-ingay ang isip mo, remember what Mira learned. Hindi kailangang matapos ang buong buhay mo bago ka matulog ngayong gabi. Some things can wait. Tomorrow will still be there. And for tonight, you have done enough. Huminga ka. Relax. Close your eyes. And let the day go. Bukas, may panibagong umaga. May panibagong chance. May panibagong simula. But tonight, rest. Good night, and remember, hindi kailangan maayos ang lahat bago mag-alas 12.